Good morning and welcome to the Daily Cyber Briefing for Friday the 21st of November. I'm Stephen Ridgway and I am alone. Ross, as it turns out, isn't able to join us today. I suspected he might not have been able to join us yesterday, but wasn't sure until a little bit later. Anyway, look, he is able to join us. He will be here with us next week, as far as I know. So in the meantime, you've just got me, hard luck, and a couple of articles to finish off the week. Salesforce has flagged unauthorized data access via Gainsight linked OAuth activity. So Salesforce, we all know what Salesforce does, CRM stuff. Gainsight is AI powered. I've never used it, so I'm just assuming for what they say on the website is exactly what they do, but it's kind of AI powered insights into CRM information to give you a better picture of your customers. Anyway, Salesforce has warned that they have detected unusual activity related to Gainsight published applications that have been connected to the platform. As a partial mitigation whilst they're working out what's going on, there's been a forced reset of OAuth tokens associated with Gainsight, and Gainsight's been excuse me temporarily pulled from the HubSpot marketplace. So HubSpot has also spotted that these things have been going on and are taking actions right now. So if you are using certainly Salesforce, possibly HubSpot or other CRM, and you've got Gainsight linked to your account via OAuth one way or another, then I would suggest you have a look at the article, do a little bit of digging. You may wish to disconnect Gainsight for the moment until somebody's got to the bottom of this. Okay, the other article that's I spotted this morning that I thought I would bring to your attention is that it's clarification on the way that Chinese APTs are working. So I think we're all aware that Chinese APTs, one of the TTPs is to infect software updates with malicious versions, which install malware through what would be normally considered, legitimate channels, updating, patching software, so on and so forth. I'm not sure how well known it is that the method for doing it. Have you ever stopped to ask, well, how do they do that? Well, there is some of it is just, we'll con people into downloading a dodgy update, but they can be more sophisticated than that. So something else that I think we've all, certainly in cyber, we've all been aware of for a while, is that Chinese APTs have experience in compromising edge devices, so routers, firewalls, that sort of stuff. And you may wonder, well, yes, okay, that gives you visibility of what's going on, maybe blah blah blah, but what's the point of doing that? Well, a good example of the point of doing that is that through a compromised edge device, they are redirecting software update requests to malicious servers managed by the APT, which then return malicious updates, which then compromise internal devices. So there's a couple of things to think about there. First one being, how should, in fact, you be allowing internal devices to speak to update servers outside of your control? And I think that there's a very good reason for, if you're living in a world where security matters, I think the answer to that should be no, except potentially for home users who can't run the infrastructure to run patch servers themselves. Certainly part of We've lost a lot of tribal knowledge, haven't we, over the last few years? Good network design has gone out of the window because it's all just in the cloud. There's lots of other things that we all knew 10 or 15 years ago, which we appear to be relearning now. Just manage your patching and your updates, manage them off your own servers, pull down the patches, test them in your own way, and then push them out. Would be something that we always used to do. Don't seem to be doing anymore. I'm as guilty as anybody else in that respect. But we've lost track of some of these things, haven't we? But either way, if you are allowing devices to auto-update, be certain that the auto-update packages that they're pulling down and installing are actually the ones that you expect them to be. So watch out. The Chinese are probably sitting on your edge devices, redirecting stuff. They're redirected by the usual simple techniques. Redirecting DNS queries is a really good one. They can do whatever they want. Once they've got hold of a device that's in the network, then they can manipulate the traffic to do whatever it is that they want it to. Anyway, on that cheery note, that is enough from me for this week. I hope you've had a good week. Hope you have a good weekend. And I'll speak to you all again on Monday morning.